It's been forever.
Guess you wonder where I've been. I searched to find the love within.
I feel like I need to close my door because everybody's talking downstairs. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. As y'all know, my name is Gabby, but I haven't been here for a while because a lot happened. Like, a lot of things went on. I had to take a little bit of a break from YouTube. Me explaining this to like all 40 of my subscribers, and now I'm back. Okay, so the reason I came, not the reason I came back, the main reason I'm here is because I went to the mail and I got some Morphe package, and in it, I know I'm late, but I got the James Charles palette, and it says, I actually haven't opened this yet. It says, "Hi sisters, James Charles is here and welcome back to my palette. I love glam, but I also have a huge passion for crazy, colorful, outside of the box makeup. And I created this palette with that in mind. I included every beautifully formulated shade necessary to create literally any look you could possibly imagine. I can't wait to see what you come up with when you unleash your inner artist." I think that was well said. I do like the packaging. I like how it's like matte white. And then on the front, it's like the words kind of have like a different texture, and I like how James is like pictured right here. I think that's really cool, very creative. Okay, it's very nicely packaged too, but I mean, I wouldn't expect anything less from Morphe. When you get the package, it comes in this, I'm opening it the wrong way, really pretty like matte black packaging, which is a real like difference from this. It actually looks like it's bigger than the original Morphe palette too. It is. This is 35B. If you know me, you know I use 35B like all the time. But yeah. So let's open it up. This is huge. Is that? I don't know if those makeup prints are from me or if they're from something else, but they're probably for me. Ooh. So when you open it up, it has one of these little like clear things that tells you like what the colors are and stuff. They all look really soft and pretty. There is a little bit of like eyeshadow that's kind of like falling everywhere, like not cracked, but it's just kind of like falling everywhere. But that's just me being nitpicky. But I'm gonna prime my eyes and then come back and make a little makeup look with this and give you my thoughts and opinions on the consistency and like the quality of the shadows. Okay, so I prime my eyes using some Kat Von D in the shade 33 Warm. I'm gonna put my hair back real quick with this little kitty cat thing. Ugh. Alrighty, get into it.
Yeah, get into it.
This makes me look a mess, but that's fine. I feel like I need to get closer up though, so that you guys can like see what I'm gonna do. That body made my like crusty lip. Oh my god. My camera fell like 50,000 times trying to do this. Up close and personal. Okay, so I was thinking, looking at all these colors, I should do like a fiery. I feel like I should do a fiery look because it's a hot girl summer. And for that look, first things first, I will say this, I do like that he put like the more neutral shades, like the shades people might use a little bit more like in bigger pans. I feel like that was really innovative, and like that was actually really smart.
But wow, what a moment I will never forget. A moment that is most pleasing to me in my career.
That makes me feel like I'm going to get more. Ooh, I missed this. Okay, so right here, you probably can't see because it's in matte black. It says unleash your inner artist. I think that's really cool. I feel like a mirror would have been, nah, a mirror might have been too big up on this palette, but I'm gonna do a summer look with like really bright colors. But I think I'm gonna start off with
6 hours later.
I'm gonna start off with code James.
You guys can use code James for 10% off your purchase at morphebrushes.com. As always, you can use code James for 10% off your purchase at morphebrushes.com. And you can use code James for 10% off your purchase at morphebrushes.com.
Which is the third row, fourth shade, code James. And I'm gonna put that in my crease, which is right up here. I really hope I'm doing this right. I haven't done makeup in a while. Ooh, kind of a little bit of, let me see if it has like a lot of fallout. It doesn't have that much fallout, but a lot is coming off the brush as I do that, so I don't know. Just gonna pat that up there. What I'm realizing like right off the bat, like as soon as I do this, is it's really picking up well. Like some shades I have to like dip multiple times to just get any kind of pigment off of here, but like this one's really just, it's really working out pretty easy, and it's blending really well too. And I'm not just saying this stuff because like, you know, I'm not saying it to be biased. Like my opinion's completely unbiased, you know. I don't really deal with all that mess. It's all completely unbiased. Whatever I say, it's not going to be like, oh, she likes James Charles, so she's going to like lie and say she likes palette. Like, no, that's not the type of YouTuber or person that I am. So, okay. So my first impressions with code James is that, like I said, it is blending pretty well. I do like it. Now I'm not going to blend it all the way because I want to put another color down. But so far so good. I am liking the consistency. I'm liking how crusty I look. I'm just kidding. But I do seriously like how, like I already said, it's really soft. It's not really bringing like a bunch of like, I don't know how to say it. I just feel like it's just really like soft and pretty the way it's looking on my skin, especially since I'm darker. I feel like some eyeshadows and stuff, like they look a little bit worse on me because of my skin tone, or maybe I'm just like not doing it right, who knows. But so far this is being pretty true to color, because like another thing is like from where I'm darker, if I put a color on, sometimes the color in the pan is different than what it looks like on my actual eye, and I'm not getting any of that right now either. So far so good. I'm really liking it, you know. I do. Okay, but enough of that being said. Now I'm gonna take the shade, okay, so now I'm gonna take the shade 518 and put that right underneath like where this is, and I'll be right back. Okay, so change of plans. I actually took 518 and I actually ended up putting it over top of code James, and I ended up using that to blend out my crease. But I've decided that I'm going to do a cut crease or whatever, so oh, my poor brushes. But now I'm going to take a smaller brush. Oh, I messed up that. Now I'm going to take the shade, I'm going to pick a random shade. Okay, so I ended up right here. I'm going to take this shade, oh my god, ew. I'm going to take the shade Benny and put that right here and try to like darken it up kind of, and then cut that and then put red. I'm just going to take Benny and put it right here. Okay, so these two are blended. I actually ended up using Benny and T, which I feel like T is a very fitting name for this one. But I ended up using Benny, which is this one, and T up here, to blend them in up here. I mean, I know it looks really bad on camera, but I promise you it's really not that bad. But I'm going to cut my crease using the Kat Von D Lucky Concealer. I need like better brushes, I feel like, because my brushes, they're not dirty, they're just super stained, and like I feel like people probably are looking at her channel like, my channel, wow, like, ew, her brushes are dirty. Okay, so boom, 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 tickle, boom, 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 boom. My lips are always dry and crusty no matter how much I put on them, but now that that's done, now that that's now that that's done, we're gonna take, I kind of want to take this small brush and like smudge underneath my eye later on, but that's for another time. I'm just gonna take right now this one. I feel like I already used this brush, but I want to take this brush. I'm gonna mix them. I'm gonna take this shade in the color Halloween. I'm gonna take Halloween. I feel like I'm not gonna like how this is gonna come out, but you know, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna take Halloween. Oh, that's really pretty. And I didn't even wet the brush. That's really, really pretty. I'm gonna put it in the first half.
Yeah, they had us the first half, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, so I put Halloween right up here. My first impressions on number one, I feel like the camera like is making it look really bad, like you can't really tell that anything good is going on. But number one, Halloween is a really pretty color. And for me to not have wetted it, I feel like it looks really good. And now I'm gonna take the color next to Halloween, which was Wig, and put it like right, I feel like it should go either right here or like somewhere else, but I'm gonna put it right here anyway because I really don't know where I'm going with this look at this point. Okay, so I just put a little bit of the stuff right there. I mean, I took Wig and I already put it on the orange corners. Well, Wig was kind of a little bit not harder to work with, but a little different. But I did find that if you use your finger, it actually gives you a way better finish and look. So that's cool. That's good to know. But now I'm gonna take on my bottom line, under eye, whatever, and I'm gonna put I don't know if I should stick with the orange theme or if I should go crazy.
Go crazy! Ah, go stupid! Ah, go crazy!
I don't know if I should stick with the like orange fiery theme or if I should just like put a pop of color on my under eye. I really don't know, but I'm gonna. Yeah, I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so after 15 minutes of thinking, I decided that I'm going to put You're Kidding like right under here. I'm going to take You're Kidding Rusted in 518 and put them underneath my eye. But first I'm going to go with You're Kidding and put that right there. I do like the names of these shadows. Like, I mean, I don't really get what they mean. I don't really follow James Charles super closely, but I do like the names of the shadows. I think they're kind of cute, especially T. I thought that was really cute because I love T. But I'm gonna get a microphone like for when I do these videos because I feel like nobody can hear me. So oh, it looks like I kind of got punched in the face right there. That's cute. So I took You're Kidding, and now I'm gonna take. Is it Rusted or Rustic? Rusted. Okay, so I was wrong. I'm gonna take Rusted and put that right next to You're Kidding and blend those together. I hate flies. Then I'm gonna take 518 and put her right there where the rest of the guys are, the rest of the buddies are, and that is my bottom waterline. I feel like they didn't really show up as well as I thought. I mean, they showed up. They came to the party, but they just didn't party. You know what I mean? Like that was so annoying. I feel like they showed up, like they're there, but they're not as there. Probably because I didn't prime underneath my eyes, but oh well. I feel like these shades, they work well without primer, but they might need a little bit of primer later on. No, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is these shades are really pretty, but primer definitely does help with the matte shades. I feel like, because under here, like, you can see it, like, you can definitely see it, but I don't know. That's just me being nitpicky, though. It's still a really good palette. A little bit of wig. I'm gonna put a little bit of wig in my inner corner. Oh, okay, so it is getting kind of, maybe it's because of the way I'm touching it, but in the pan, wig is giving off quite a little bit of fallout, I'd say. But that was my last thing I'm using out of the palette. I'm gonna put on some lashes, touch my eyebrows a little bit, and come back. Fly. Alright, so I have put on some highlighter and some lip gloss and brush my eyebrows in the right direction. And I'm going to give you my final review on the Morphe X James Charles palette. Okay, no, why is it singing outside? On the Morphe X James Charles palette. Kinda ignore this part. This is me just posing for a thumbnail, so yeah. Okay, so number one, I feel like this packaging is, like, let's start from the basics. Number one, the way it came was really cool. I do like that Morphe put, like, this really has nothing to do with James, but I do like that Morphe put the, like, blend the rules. I first thought it said bend the rules, but I thought it was really cool that they put, like, blend the rules in there and all that. I thought that was really nice. That was really cool. Something, I don't know, I've really never seen a company like do that. I thought that was, like I said, cool. Number two, I like this, the unicorn that the palette came in. I thought this was really pretty. I like how it kind of, like, how the Morphe Exchange Hot feels. I do like the little, I don't know if you can catch that, there's like a sheen. And on the back, I think that his message is really, really cute, like, about, you know, loving yourself and all that. Not loving yourself, but I do like how he kind of explains what he put in the palette instead of just being like, my face is on a palette. You know, it shows how involved he really was while making the palette. And now it's time for me to actually review the actual palette, which is what you're here for. But in my opinion, the Morphe Exchange palette, if I was you and I wanted, like, a palette that I could create crazy looks with, but also, like, everyday looks, like, I think I would buy this palette because it has, I don't know how many shades, probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. I can't do math. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 39. It has like 39, 4 shades. I don't know. It has a lot of shades in it, number one. And I do, like I said earlier, I like the fact that it, who's talking? I like the fact that it has all these, like, bigger shades right here, like the more common shades that people use on a daily basis, so that you don't run out of them. I do like the fact that he put, like, earthy, like, regular tones, so you can use this when you're going to work, or if you want to go for more crazier looks, you also have, like, blues and purples and pretty much the whole rainbow in here. I do like that. And I also like the Unleash Your Inner Artist. I was thinking, like, maybe a mirror would be good in here, but like I said earlier, I don't think that the mirror would probably be, like, the best fit, considering how big the palette is. But the metallics did have a little more fallout than the rest of them, which is pretty common. This doesn't flip. Does this flip backwards? No. Okay, so that doesn't flip backwards. But I do think that the mattes are really pretty. They showed up really well. They did a really good job. I like the fact that the metallics were like one swipe and it's so pigmented already. Like, you see that? I don't think you can really see that. That was a really bad swatch. But I like that the metallics were, like, without me even having to wipe my brush, they were already there. I like how they showed up on my skin tone. And I'm not really a person that's, like, big on, like I said, I'm not really big on fallout, but, you know, it happens, it is what it is. And as pretty as the matte black packaging, see, I probably shouldn't have did that with the mirror because it kind of put that thing right there. But as pretty as the matte black packaging is, it is getting kind of messed up, like, even as I'm just talking, because of all the stuff on my hands, which is not really James' fault, but more of mine. But this palette, I personally, as heavy, and it feels like a really nice palette. I forgot to talk about the front. I think the front's really cute too with his little signature. But number one, I kind of wish that just a couple of nitpicky things. I really wish that this was already in here because I had to keep going back, like saying like I'm using this shade or this shade, or I'm trying to find this shade. You know, I thought that was kind of like, I don't know. I do wish that the names of the actual colors were at the bottom, like underneath it. I don't know. Let me see if they could have fit that there. They probably really could have fit the names there. I thought that was cute. Or I think that would have been nice to have. But besides that, it is a really good palette. Very versatile, good for everyday use or the crazier looks. If I was you, I'd definitely buy it if you're like a beginner and you're looking for like a palette that you can just use every day. It might be good for travel, but it is pretty big, so I don't know. But yeah, I mean, my final thoughts on it are it's a really good palette. If I was you, I'd buy it. It was like, I don't know, let me check. This palette was like $31. It was actually 30 unit price, 39, total 31.20. It's probably between like $30 and $40. I paid $39.75 including shipping, but who knows? My mom probably had a discount code or something. But I personally think that this is really, I've already said this 1,000,001 times, really good palette. Go out and buy it. No, this isn't a biased opinion. I don't really follow James. I don't really know much about him, but I do, I do think this is a good palette. If you don't like him or you feel like, oh, like since he did this, I don't want to buy it, or since he did that, I don't want to buy it, then don't buy it. But like I said, that doesn't really affect how I buy things or how I look at it. But besides that, with literally all that rambling being said, and my final thoughts are a 10 out of 10, would recommend. Fallout's not that bad. It's a really cool palette. Go try it out. But besides that, thank you, and I hope you have a very nice, blessed day. And yeah, see you later.